Here are some notes for the 11 to 12 audition etude technical study. It's a fairly straightforward rudimental solo, but let's talk about some things that can help you as you're practicing this. First of all is working on some dynamic consistency, and I do so in a technical solo like I would in most drumline rehearsals, and that's I'm going to employ a height system. So for me, I will use a 3/4 turn for accented notes and a 1/2 turn for unaccented notes for fortissimo dynamic. For forte dynamic, I'll use a 3/4 turn and then the bead of the stick below my wrist, or a tap height for forte. For mezzo forte, I'll do a 1/2 turn, and again, this tap height, I will try to play it a little softer for the tap heights. And then for piano, I do everything with the beads of the stick below my wrist, but I'll simply change the speed, the velocity, if you will, for the accents. So let's do kind of 4 beats. We'll do fortissimo, forte, mezzo forte, and then piano. If I had mezzo forte, then I would crank this up just a little bit. Sorry, mezzo piano. Piano. So I'm going to use those to my advantage. And so you kind of see all these dynamics in this piece. The most notable technique that you're going to need to work is on the flammecue in measure 2. The flammecue is the only rudiment that we see where the accent doesn't occur on the flam. So starting on the end of beat 1 in measure 2, going through the rest of that measure, we have a flammecue. And the thing you need to work is this whip stroke. And a whip stroke is that what's different is that the back of the stick leads. So most of the time if we have an unaccented note to a tap, you see the beat of the stick leading. But what happens here with this whip stroke is that the back of the stick leads. And it's kind of a whip stroke. Some people refer to this as a Moeller stroke from Sanford Moeller. And so in this passage, you can see that whip stroke that I'm doing with my left hand. So if I'll play from the beginning, that I will need that for that little flammecue. The rest of the piece is fairly straightforward. I'd urge that you work from the single strokes where you have all left hand, then right hand, and then the transition. I'd work on that transition because there's a big dynamic contrast from fortissimo to mezzo piano, as well as shifting techniques from wrist turn for the single strokes on each hand to getting into a soft dynamic roll where you need to use your arm in that motion. I look forward to hearing some of you perform this etude, and I hope these comments have helped.